Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Estate with Sam. PCFC's is close, so today's video is very important for military movers out there. We all know that military moves can be extremely stressful, so today I want to give you some quick tips based on my experience moving my family all around the globe that will help make your PCS move as smooth as it can be. Now, who am I? My name is Sam. I'm a husband. I'm a father to 3 feral children, a retired Marine, and a real estate agent with eXp Realty here in Eastern North Carolina, where we have Camp Lejeune, Marine Corps Air Station New River, and Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. I have moved my family all over the globe, from North Carolina to Japan, from Japan to California, California to Hawaii, and then finally from Hawaii back here to North Carolina. Why do I say this? I say it because I get it. I have been in your shoes. These tips today are from the lessons my family and I learned through all of our moves. Without further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1, preparation is your best weapon. As soon as you have those orders in hand, it's game time. The clock starts ticking. Go to your admin outbound section for your base and grab your outbound checklist and get started. Do not wait. At this point, you probably have a lot of excitement about the new adventure, but also some stress building up as you think about all the things that you need to do. That's okay. It's completely normal and everyone goes through it, but you don't need to do it alone. Preparing for your move is key to easing some of that stress. Do a deep dive into your new destination. If you have kids, ask yourself, where are the best schools for my kids? Use greatschools.org to research the schools, to find the local schools in the communities that you're interested in buying in or moving in. Speaking about buying or moving into an area, where are the most military-friendly communities and what is the commute time to and from each of these locations? If you happen to have some friends in the area, reach out to them, ask them where the best places to live are. They're going to give you valuable insights. Get on Google Maps and do a map study of the area and see what amenities are nearby each of the communities that you are interested in. And finally, reach out to the unit you are going to and ask if they've assigned you a sponsor. If they haven't assigned one yet, ask them to assign you the sponsor and then reach out to that sponsor and ask all of your questions. They are going to have crucial, valuable insights into not only the unit that you're going to and the culture in that unit, but also the community that you're moving to, the check-in process, everything that you need to know to make sure you have a smooth transition from where you're at to your new duty location. For this next tip, begin by decluttering your home. If you haven't used it in the last year, you probably don't need it, and it's just sitting around taking up space anyway. Consider selling it or donating it to a local charity or drop-off location to help lighten your load. Having the extra cash in your pocket is going to help with this next tip, which is to build an emergency fund. Unexpected costs will arise. An emergency fund can be the difference between a hiccup and a headache. Start padding that fund now. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You might be asking yourself, but Sam, how much should I have saved? I'd recommend at least 1 month's worth of expenses. If you have the ability to do more, but have a minimum of 1 month's worth put away into a savings account that's easily and readily accessible. Now, how do you go about saving that much money so quickly? You might only have 2-3 months, maybe even 1 month to execute your orders. Here's some ideas. Have a large yard sale. Going back to the last tip of decluttering your home, this is a great way to put away some extra cash. If you happen to be renting at your current duty station, begin by fixing and repairing some things around the house that you know is going to be called out during your final walkthrough. So that way you can get the most of your security deposit back. There's going to be cash back in your pocket. Yes, it might take a little bit of time to get that cash back in your pocket, usually about 30 days or so, but that is a good sum of money right there, right off the bat. If you happen to own your home at your duty location that you're currently at, get the home listed as soon as possible and see what the estimated net to seller will be. All of these are quick ways to build a cushion that you need to handle any unexpected expenses that could arise. This next tip is for all of you who have pets or family members and need a smooth transition too. Whether you're traveling by car or plane, ensure they're comfortable and safe and you have enough supplies and food to last for the duration of the trip and the first few days at your new duty location. If you happen to be flying, take into consideration the time of year. There's many airline companies that do not fly pets during the hot months depending on the location. Research pet transportation services. They could be a game changer and ease a lot of stress for you. Now, don't quote me on this, but I believe the Marine Corps released a more admin a couple of years ago, which allows you to claim some of those pet transportation expenses. However, if anyone knows for sure, comment below so I can make sure I can give the most up-to-date information. A little forethought goes a long way in avoiding pet-related predicaments. This next tip is to do a budget comparison. See what the differences are in the prices of goods, fuel, and housing, etc. from where you're currently living to where you're going. Make sure to know what to expect when you're on deck at your new duty location. If you would like a free budget comparison worksheet, check out the links in the description below for a free download. Don't worry, I'm not going to spam you with a bunch of newsletters that no one actually reads, and you're not going to be on some email list. You're only going to get the link to download the worksheet when you fill out the form. The next tip is to gather all of your documents. Keep those crucial documents. These are your birth certificates, marriage certificates, medical records, school records, the works, easily accessible. Put them in a binder, carry them with you. I've learned the hard way, nothing slows down a move like a missing document. These documents are vital for securing housing and schooling swiftly upon arrival. Make sure they don't get packed. You will want to carry them with you. If you're traveling by car, have them in the car with you. If you're traveling by plane, have them in your carry-on luggage. Do not put them anywhere else. Carry them with you so you have them right away. Everyone knows sometimes checked baggage gets mixed up in the wrong location. You don't want to deal with that. Have them in your carry-on luggage. Tip number 7 is ask yourself, do I want to do a DITY or not to do a DITY? Weigh the benefits of doing a personally procured move, or PPM, which is commonly referred to as a DITY. Many people choose to do a PPM when they're moving around within the continental United States. It can be a great way to take your family on a road trip, see new things, and adventure along the way. It's also a great way to save money while you're moving. Weigh your options on whether you want to ship a container like a pod or rent a U-Haul to move your stuff across country. Take into account the rising gas prices and make sure to save your receipts. On the flip side, if you're allowing the military to move your stuff, make sure to find out and research your transportation service provider. Talk to your friends to see if they have any experience with that transportation service provider. Once you have been assigned a TSP, they will reach out to you to schedule either a walkthrough of your home, or maybe they're going to call you and talk to you through the phone to get an idea of how much materials and containers they need to bring for packing. Make sure you are there while they are packing. And of course, speaking about the movers, it's always a good idea to provide cold drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, and feed them while they're there. They're working hard and doing all the heavy lifting. Treat them with respect, and they're going to treat your stuff with respect. For this next tip, while we're still talking about the movers, designate a do not pack zone. This is crucial for the items that you need on hand during your move or immediately upon arrival at your next duty location, or maybe it's the stuff that you're planning on selling to help build up your emergency fund. Choose a bedroom or a garage or other room to move these items into. Mark it off and tell the movers, do not touch that room. If you don't do this, the packers will literally pack everything regardless of its condition. I remember when we were moving from North Carolina to Japan, we forgot to separate our vacuum from the packing area, and it ended up getting packed. The worst part about it was that when we were still using it, so it had a bunch of dirt inside. Needless to say, when we unpacked it at our next duty location in Japan, it was dirty and caked inside. We had to scrub it out, clean it to get it working again. Don't do what we did. Separate what you want packed and what you don't want packed. Put them in separate rooms, mark it off. Tell the movers don't go in there. Next tip, document everything. Before the movers set foot in your home, document everything. A quick video of all of your electronics working and the condition of all of your items can save you future headaches if items are damaged and you go to file a claim. Trust me on this. You'll thank me later. I have dealt with claims before. They are a pain in the butt to deal with, okay? Document everything. It makes it so much smoother. The next tip is to pack a go bag with everything you need for the first few days. These are your uniforms, clothing, toiletry, kids' favorite toys, you name it. This is your family's lifeline and ensuring a smoother transition from where you're at to your next duty location. The next tip goes back to if you're doing a DITY move or a PPM, don't skip on the packing materials. Ask your neighbors to see if they have any leftover packing materials from a recent move. If you're PCSing during PCS season, you're more than likely to find a family who just PCS there. They're probably packing in a garage. It is full of boxes and packing materials that they would be more than happy to give you. Proper packing is your first line of defense against damage. And remember, the military reimburses these expenses. This tip is all about the family. Get the whole family involved. Make packing a game for the kids. It helps them understand and cope with the move. Besides, who wouldn't want a little extra help? However, of course, if you got feral kids like mine, you may want to send them off to go play with their friends while you and your spouse are packing. Finally, for this last tip, it's time to move. Saying your goodbyes. Plan a little get-together with your friends that you've made at your current duty station to say your goodbyes. Maybe it's a potluck or a barbecue that gets everyone together or a day at the beach. It's important to have that closure before embarking on this new adventure. All right, that wraps up these tips. Each move is unique, but preparation, a solid plan, and a little bit of heart can make all the difference. And of course, if you're looking to buy or sell here in Eastern North Carolina, or maybe you need some local reconnaissance on the area you're planning on moving to, I'm here for you. Reach out anytime. Your mission is my mission. Before we part ways, if you found this guide helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more tips, and share your experiences of your moves in the comments below. Your engagement helps me make more videos that are helpful to you and ultimately helpful to those who read the comments. Until next time, keep moving forward. Sam out.